What's up? It's Shade. Welcome to our second video for this week regarding NCL here. Today we're going to be breaking down our 5 matches that we did not upload as of yet. This is the upload video for all of them. And also have a team breakdown at the very end. Speaking of which, let me just quickly... Oh, that's the wrong one. Hi, ABDL. Hi. How's it going? Just before we begin, just have that loaded up. Oh, right. So with this, as you can see, we're going to be starting with our match against Tiff here. Yeah, at the end, I'm going to break down stats and all that, all this little fun things for the regular season. I'm saying that because I want to be ambiguous as to whether or not I make playoffs. Most likely the people watching this already know my results. Most people already know my results. So we're going to break it down right here. As you can see, I have my 6 on the screen in front of you there. I just have my team on both sides here, just so you know my 11 Mons. No bother with all of that. You can see the 6 that they brought there. Latias, Chandelure, Mawile, Aromatisse, Cloyster, and Nihilego. Alright, so I'm just going to start playing here and switch sides here. My prediction right off the bat, I was like, if you want to set any kind of hazards, aka Mawile or Nihilego, because those are your only rock setters. So assuming Nihilego is going to be the rock setter here, I just decided Mudsdale is probably the best play here, just because I can set my rocks here. As I predicted, Stealth Rocks come out here, and I just go straight up for the kill. I wanted to see if it was Sash or not. I was scared of like a Sludge Wave kind of hitting me or Surf kind of thing, but I just decided, let's just kill Nihilego. Click Heavy Slam, and it just gets bodied. I also wanted to check for a Sash kind of thing. But with that, that's one kill right off the bat. Obviously, Cloyster comes in. That's the threat. It threatens me out. I really couldn't hit it. I needed it a bit lower, kind of thing, to make sure I could hit it. Icicle Spear obviously was going to be the play. It's all right. Chip against me. It's not gonna come out outright and kill me. Now, especially that I'm burnt. Latias comes in. I click Recover just to heal up. This Latias I found out was Scarf. It was spooky. I expected a Thunderbolt there. I lived it, but yeah, this was a fun one, I guess. Just kind of sitting there. Needed to Toxic Stall this thing down just to make sure I could actually kill it in the long run. Goes Mawile on here. I get healed up. And I decided I'm just going to go for a Scald here. Scald's kind of free. If I get a burn, that's great. Don't get the burn, and +2. This is very scary now. Go for another Scald. Can I get the burn? I get the burn, finally. Thank gosh, I would have died if I did not get that burn. Right then and there. Goes for Sucker Punch on my Recover, so unfortunate play for them. I just go for Scald and I claim Mawile. Again, really good start to this game. Aromatisse comes out. I'm not sure what happens here. Moonblasts me. I miss a Toxic, which of course hacks is hacks, because like, why not hacks me out of it? Why not? Why not? Gets my special attack dropped, which is unfortunate. I went for Recover because I had to heal there. Just keeps clicking Moonblast. Was a bit shocked by this play. Especially being Toxic now, I can just kind of keep setting up here. Now this play, I recovered up here. Chandelure switched in. I 100% saw Energy Ball here. This was definitely the Energy Ball play. Just went hard Zapdos knowing that Energy Ball was being clicked here. And lo and behold, Energy Ball was clicked. Yeah, it was definitely just trying to keep that. Latias comes in. I just Thunderbolted just to get some chip kind of thing. It was only 14%, but it was still enough. I doubled back into Melodic, knowing I can take a hit. I also expected an Ice Beam there. I thought Ice Beam was the play there. I didn't think Psychic was. I didn't think Psychic would kill. So I got chipped down more by it. Unfortunate here. I believe I just lose my Melodic. No, I go into Reuniclus here to eat the Psychic again. Just eating that, not taking any damage really from it. Goes Shandy here on my Recover. This play was... I was expecting a Shadow Ball here. As predicted, I got right into Kecleon. And Cloyster switches in. I set up my rocks here because I wanted to have Shandy being taking damage now. Unfortunate for me, Protein. Rock type versus Water type, not ideal. So Liquidation was the play for them. I went Melodic here just to eat that hit, but I do not eat two. Just Rapid Spins and kills me. Lose my rocks. Unfortunate for that. Go Reuniclus, knowing that I can eat a Liquidation or an Icicle Spear at this point. Chandelure is the switch in. I just Shadow Balled to just catch something. And it worked for me. Cloister. Chandelure took a bunch of damage. I double into Kecleon again. Nice in prediction here. Clicks Flamethrower. This is where I screw up the match. I knew it was Specs because of the Energy Ball damage because of this Flamethrower. And the Shadow Ball. Well, obviously not the Shadow Ball before because it did nothing. But I was like, I knew it was Specs. I 100% knew this thing was Specs. I go into my calc and I didn't put Specs. My play was to sack the Kecleon, what I should have done. I saw the Specs, I forgot to put Specs, and it said Mudsdale lived 2 hits. So I choke away the match by going Mudsdale, not fucking realizing I don't have Specs on there. I lose my Mudsdale's health. This thing was the only real answer I had left for Cloister. Well, I say that, yet it could have kept clicking Icicle Spear and it would have just racked up kills, racked up damage, but I would have kept getting a defense boost each time, so I would have been able to potentially live that. Yeah, that was a very bad play. The calc hates me apparently because I remember clicking Choice Specs, but apparently it didn't click Choice Specs for me. And I lose the match because of it, because I can't really do anything else to Cloister at this point. Aromatisse obviously being the switch in because defensive as fuck. Yeah, just sits here. I go Zap because Zap's just probably the easiest play here. Just Toxics me, okay, that's fine. I roost up here and Wish is clicked. That's what. I realize, oh crap, what are you wishing into? Don't go Shandy or Latios or Shandy. One of the two is going to be switching in here. Protects those heals itself. Okay. That's fine by me. I'm getting bit chipped down by Zap now, by Toxic damage. This is the turn I expect it to go into something. Latios comes in. I roost either way because I need to be able to somehow stall this thing out as well. Okay, so this is the fun part. It clicks Dragon Pulse. Alright. Turn 1 of Toxic Stall. Turn 2 of Toxic Stall. Turn 3 of Toxic Stall. Turn 4 of Toxic Stall. Zapdos goes down, but so does Latios in the process there. Cloister comes out, and I'm in a spot where I just lose. Because it's just going to Shell Smash. If I had Fake Out here over Quick Attack, I was in a much better spot. If I had Fake Outed and then clicked Drain Punch, I won this game. Yeah. So having Quick Attack over Fake Out was another misplay on my part. The Mudsdale switch was stupid. I'm very mad about that one because I literally just threw away it because my calc fucked up and didn't put Specs when I clicked it. So yeah, we lost here 3-0 to Tiff. GG's, she had her win con in the back there and it paid off for her. So she won our first match here. Going into the next one, we are currently 4-4. Going into our next match here, close this window because you don't need to know any more about that. Next up, we're taking on Nathan. You saw his team and all that. Brings a Lurantis, Necrozma, Infernape, Mega King is going to talk Specs, Dawn, Fan. So, let's get right into this one. Lead-wise, I lead Darmanitan just because I'm Scarf. This music needs to turn down because it's freaking loud. Okay, there we go. Darmanitan, just a Scarf lead to catch whatever I want off guard. Necrozma, I was expecting rocks here, but I just U-turned. Knockoff, okay. Unfortunate that we lost our Rocky Helmet for the Kangaskhan in the later part of the game. Go for a Para here. Discharge, he just Moonlights, as expected. Just trying to go for a... that was a misplay there. I thought I was actually going to be slower for a second. But there's the setup. This is the problem. I discharge, I try and get a Para, I get the Para, but Photon Geyser, that's a yikes, that hurts, ow. Yeah. I just start roosting, praying for a Paralyze, and I get it first turn. So, or second turn, I guess. I'll take that. I'll just start chipping him down a bit. We get another para, which I guess I'm maxing out at this point. But that was, the Moonlight was obvious at the end there. So, I just keep trying to get as much chip off on this thing as possible. Hits me down. I believe he Sword Stances this next turn on the Roost. Yeah, Sword Stances, so now I'm gonna die. Yikes. I just keep going for the discharge, hoping for a para, hoping for anything to help me out here. I kind of was playing this horribly. By Zap, that was definitely a bad play for us. I just go Darmanitan. I'm like, listen, you need to switch. I Flare Blitz. This thing gets critted. 43%. That's a lot still. I switch into Reuniclus because Reuniclus is probably the easiest play. Sets up T-Spikes, and my Defogger's gone. This is turning into a great match. I Calm Mind up once, and he Sword Stances here. I keep Calm Minding. I don't know why I did that. I don't remember why. I take a knockoff. I lose my lefties, but yeah, he eats the Shadow Ball. But I get a Spadef drop, so there's that for us. Knockoff, Reuniclus dies. I don't know why I play this game sometimes. I really don't know why, because I just pull horrible moves like this. I U-turned. I thought he was going to switch, and he just decided not to. So I had to go Kyurem, because Kyurem was the only thing that lived to hit, and I was faster no matter what. It was stupid and unfortunate that that happened. I Earth Power. I make a good prediction for once. Yay! This thing is going to die. Something's dying. And he chooses Necrozma to die, which, like, okay, that's fine. Poison's stupid because it does more than the first turn Toxic, so yeah. Go into Mudsdale just to get the +1 because +1 damage, yeet, skeet, and delete. He sets his rocks on me. I set my rocks, just a turn of rocks there. I needed to chip down the Infernape that was coming in. He Rapid Spins, that's fine because, what did I do? I Toxic him, so now he's going to be starting to whittle down. And it's going to be a fun one. Not really. He goes Lurantis, okay. On my rocks. I have no idea what the hell Lurantis does. He superpowers, it doesn't kill. Then I realized his strategy. Yeah, that was his strategy there. It was +1, just to superpower spam me. Luckily I died this turn, so he's only +2/+2. I Toxic him to get some more chip off on him. Dies. Luckily for me, even though it's +2, Darmanitan just breaks this thing, and bye. There goes Lurantis. This thing has nothing for defense, obviously. And just dies, but I lose to Infernape now. Yeah, he just Mach Punches and kills me. I go low punny because I literally have to. I've lost this game so much at this point. I Fake Out to start, which I should have done on the Necrozma or the Cloister last game. Or if I had Fake Out last game, but I didn't. He goes into Toxapex because that was the easiest switch of his life. 12% there onto that. I go for the return. Do I get a kill? I do not, because, yeah. The haze play was weird to me. I didn't understand it. It was basically just giving me free differential at that point. I went for the Drain Punch thinking, like, oh, if I get enough healing back, I'm going to live and I can somehow pull his back. Yeah, that's not what happened. Return just kind of did nothing, or Drain Punch did nothing. So, yeah. That was about it for that match. We lost again. 4-5. I don't remember the differential, but it was bad. Yeah. Losing that match sucked, and it doesn't get much better. Let's go into me versus Mortal here. Landowai, Eternal Floette, Arachnoid, Jirachi, Mega Gal, and Crustle. Like I said, I have no switches to a Floette except for Klefki, but if it takes one, it's done kind of thing. I let Zapdos thinking the Arachnoid lead for webs because he likes to lead it for webs. I clicked Heat Wave because it's Jirachi, obviously. Yeah, and as you see, Blade of Ruin does 46%. That's a lot. Switches out. Great prediction there on my Flash Cannon. On Fort for me. I believe I go Zapdos here on the Arachnid here. Clicks Liquidation. That's clean damage. Nice Rocky Helmet chip for me. Just going to Roost up again. I believe he just keeps clicking Liquidation at this point. I get the defense drop, which is unfortunate. It means I have to switch into Melodic. I hated that. I would have just kept sitting with Zapdos for a little bit. chipping it down with Rocky Helmet. Get a Toxic off on it, and then he sets his webs. Yeah. So I know I now need to defog somewhere with Klefki. Oh, I don't remember if I had Klefki or Zap at this point. I do not remember for the life of me. U-turns into Gallade, I believe, on my Scald. And as Jay put it in the chat, imagine not getting a Skull Burn being your win con, which is true, because if I got a Skull Burn right here, I won. Well, I won this matchup, kind of thing. Yeah, imagine not being burned being your win con. Literally what it was. That did 53, and it was a crit, which was even more unfortunate. Rocky Helmet did some chip on him. I go Klefki here. I can't do anything here. I gotta get rid of my webs. I have to lose my only switch into this thing. Because I needed the webs gone for Lopunny here. Because I needed to get it in to kill this thing. Needed that return. And I get the low roll. Yeah, I get the low roll, so it's great. I love this game so much. This should have been my play from the start because I lived the knockoff and I could just Z-move him and kill him. That should have been my play from the start, but I am stupid, so there's that. I wreck when it kills me. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I'm losing this match, which sucks because I literally lost to the bottom two teams in the league, basically in a row. So at this point, I'm in the at this point after this match, I'm just gonna put this on fast because I don't really need to explain any more of this. This is just, it's just chipping me low enough so Floette can kill me. That's basically what happens here. Yeah, that's basically what happens. That's all that's gonna happen. He keeps U-turning for some reason. Just trying to lower the toxic damage. I literally have nothing to do but keep clicking Scald and recover. Like, that's all I can do. And pray for no defense drop here. That's all I can do. So at this point, I'm like 4-6, and like I'm just done. Like I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get relegated kind of thing. This was a bad play from Mortal. I don't understand it at all. Go Crustle, live the Skull, and Earthquake. Like, that was a bad play. Thanks for the free differential point. Yeah, and then I expect the Light of Ruin to be the play. I expect Light of Ruin to be the play here. Light of Ruin, just go into my fully HP Mudsdale. This will knock this thing down to whatever. I should have stayed in with Melodic because I lived in Energy Ball. Obviously, Mudsdale lived one too. I could have pulled another differential point back, but we did not do that. Yeah, see, if I stayed in there, I would have lived a Energy Ball, would have got more chip, and then I could have lived one with Mudsdale as well. But that's it for that match. I really could care less about this match. I hated it. Yeah. Now let's take on the person who I can't beat for the life of me. I faced him like 5-6 times. I have not beaten him once. So let's just have this season go on a downward spiral even more. Alright, so Porygon 2 Venusaur, Tapu Koko, Crawdon, Victini, Dragonite. That Victini 100% would have been, is looking scarfed. Crawdon's banded. Koko is just threatening. I don't remember what I lead. I lead Zapdos to try and catch the, I was going to say rocks, but he doesn't bring rocks at all. I think I was trying to catch the Crawdont, because I've seen him lead Crawdont before. And he gets a crit with U-turn to start off. Great start to the match. Great start. Great start. I clicked Thunderbolt, and that just did 36 to a Koko. So I'll take it. Another U-turn. Look at that. Goes into Venusaur on my Thunderbolt, but that also did 23. And I get a para. So Pog on the para play right there. Yeah. He goes Koko to scout for the Air Cutter, which was a great play on his part, but his Koko's really chipped now. From my Z move there, it's like down to 15. I go into Klefki knowing that he was probably going to heal, and the spike stack begins because his only removal is going to probably be Dragonite at this point. He roosts up here, and I just deagle him. I can't let him get full health again. I don't want him at full health. He wild charges me again. Just deagling him, He's going to try and roost here. I feel like I thought I was going down here, so I was like, oh, I'm just going to set another spike. But he stays in, so I make a prediction. Yay, I made one against Cade. He wild charged, and I stayed in, or I went to Mudsdale. I set my rocks here, so real hazard stack starting. I decided to stay in because I think he's probably going to click knockoff. Because why would I stay in with this? Why would I stay in? So he's going to click knockoff. That damage, I found out he was banded, so I was like, oh, well, he either has to switch, or he has to stay in and click knockoff again, or think I'm going to switch. No, I'm at +1. I'm staying in. Just Earthquake. Get some damage. He clicks Knockoff again, which is a bad play. Bad play. And I claim his Crawdaunt. Crawdaunt threatened my entire team. I had nothing for Crawdaunt in the end. Goes into Dragonite and makes a prediction thinking I'm going Klefki and clicks Fire Punch. I live it, and I get some more damage off with Rock Slide. Great for me. I'll just let my Mudsdale go down because, yeah, I had no reason not to. And then now becomes the Fake Out Spam part of the match. I say Fake Out Spam, but obviously, like, I can only click it once per time it's in. I go for Fake Out, get some damage. I click Drain Punch. Thankfully, do not get hacked in with Tri Attack, and I claim P2 as well. P2 was another thing that just, like, destroyed me. Venusaur comes in. I need to get out of there. This thing was obviously going to Synthesis. I go into Klefki here, and I believe I set my last spike. Yep, I set up my last spike here. Goes into a sub, and I'm like, oh crap. Okay. This is scary. As Mike says in chat, Cade does sub stall 2.0. Yeah, it's sub Leech Seed. This is no fun for me. Starts sludge bombing me. Obviously it's like I'm taking a lot. I go Klefki on the sludge bomb. Making some nice plays here and there. I now double into Reuniclus, knowing I take the sludge bomb as well. He gets paired. I set up a Calm Mind. He switches out. Probably, like, obviously for Dragonite here, he wanted to get rid of my hazard stack right there because he needed to. Luckily, I attacked on the switch, trying to break the sub, and Dragonite dies. So that's luckily gone. And now everything's taking 25 or 50 kind of thing per turn. I predicted, I didn't think he was Z. I lived the Z. Well, not lived the Z. I lived a regular hit, and I was going to just attack and try and kill him. Z, unfortunately, kills me. So, Z gets me down. I go for Fake Out and just kill the Coco at this point, because I needed to. Nice and 50% on this Victini. I go Tangrowth, because Tangrowth had to do something for once. It died. That's what happened. I went for the minus speed, knowing it was a Scarf, just so I could outspeed it again here. I made the misplay of clicking Fake Out here, because if I had not clicked Fake Out, if I could just wait for Return, I was already going to be faster. I don't know why I clicked. I don't know why I didn't click Return. Victini was already slower, and if I clicked Return, I wouldn't have had to rely on hacks. That hacks being me clicking Return here and getting a nice para, and that is going to be GG's to Cade, because gone. Comes in, knocked down to 1%, goes into Klefki to reset my Fake Out, and yeah, so Klefki goes down. I go into low pony and click Fake Out, and I win the game. As much as that para, granted there was some earlier game hacks as well. This game had a bit more hacks than that. We win 2-0 against Cade for the first time in ever that I've ever beaten Cade. So nice and clean win. We're now 5-6 minus 9, I believe. So we're 5-6 minus 9. We're still somehow in the playoff race. But the thing is, we have to beat, for our clinching scenario for this one, we have to beat our opponent. We have to rely on somebody else losing. So it was me and Daniel versus, was one match. The other match was Vander on chess. I needed to beat Daniel high enough, or like, so say I beat him 4-0, I needed chess to win 2-0 or lower. So I'll let you know at the end of this match how that plays out. As you can see, Megalaudio, Scolopy, Blissey, Thunderous T, Mean Shao, and Golurk were his mons here. We'll hop right into it. I'll just switch sides because I like my team on this side. He leads Mean Shao, I lead Lopunny. I expected, what did I expect to lead? I was thinking Blissey might lead, Golurk might lead, what's his rock setter kind of thing. And obviously I'm the double priority, so I just Fake Out the first turn. Fearing this thing was Scarfed, I went Klefki on the high jump kick. That's not a switch in, apparently. Yeah, so that took a clean 70. I decided to play RF just in case he missed kind of thing. But Golurk switches in, and this was my misplay. I was like, oh, he's Golurk. He's going to click Earthquake. I'm going to Magnet Rise on him, just so he can't hit me kind of thing. And he clicks Dynamic Punch. Okay, then. Okay. If I clicked foul play there, this thing would have been gone sooner. And he gets the confusion, obviously, because it's 100% accurate, and just dynamic punches me twice. It's fine. It's fine. I just go low punny here. And look at that fake out. Fake out, flinch, and then we'll just click return and claim one. Golurk is now gone. Latios is the switch in here. Obviously, I'm not going to stay in on that. Make another misplay here. Mega Latios, he D-dances. X. Dragon Claws knocks me down. What I should have done was Calm Minded here. If I Calm Minded here, we are in a much better spot because I Z'd instead. I thought, just let's Z this thing, let's get it as low as possible. And then I make another misplay. I thought he was going to click Roost or Recover, and like click Calm Mind. So yeah, I just lost my Ridiculous for nothing. I had some really bad plays here. Obvious fake outs are obvious. This is where I reveal I'm double priority. Just for the fake out, probably expected me to switch because like, why would I let my low punny go down? No, I'm quick attack and I'm just gonna kill him. So now I'm revealed to be double priority. Goes Mean Chow. I just go into Zap here, thinking like, oh, what are you gonna do? He U-turns, so in comes Thundy, and I fear this thing's gonna nasty plot. So I click Toxic, but he volt switches into Blissey, so I'll take it. Blissey's gonna be starting to get chipped. So let me volt switch. Let me volt switch into my Darmanitan, because I'm thinking this is free setup for me. I can just get that. Set to Reflect. So I'm like, oh crap, can I kill if I belly drum? Yes, I can. But I think first I'm just going to set sub in case you try and set rocks kind of thing. So I go for a sub. And click Seismitox breaks the sub. This is where I misplay so hard. I should have belly drummed first. Or just, yeah, I should have belly drummed first. Because I thought that, oh, I'm at 76. I'll be taken down to 26 with belly drum. And then the Seismic Toss will take me down to 1%. And I'll be on 1% with a +1. And I can just win the game at this point. So I belly drum. Apparently, this game likes to round up instead of down. It should have said I was at 25%, not 26. And I lose my Darmanitan for free. So another misplay. I'm just misplaying left and right here. I go low punny. I just fake out because I needed something on this thing. This thing dies to Toxic, so free, I guess. I go Zapdos because this thing is just... I'm just getting frustrated at this point. And Zapdos was the best thing I could switch in here. This play really did make sense to me. The defense curl was interesting tech. That was good tech. Rollout over Rock Slide? No. I was not a fan of that. I understand, like, I could have easily started roosting on him here, like, just kept stalling him out with roosts. But, so I Heat Wave there, nothing big deal. But Mudsdale resists it, and he's locked into Rollout now, so I just start getting free +1s from Rollout. Like, that did 15, I'm now +1. He's not really going to be doing much. I know the damage is building up, but it's not really going to be doing much. I set my rocks first because knowing that I'm Roar as well, I'm going to set my rocks and then just roar him out. Start having that chip on Thundy, start having this chip on Scully. +3, and I just roar him out because there was no need to have him still in. He Dark Pulses, and the Dark Pulse does not kill me because I'm fully specially defensive. And I get some free chip on this thing with Rock Slide as well. Pop his berry early, which is nice. I popped that. I go into... At this point, I'm assuming he's like Scarf kind of thing. So I expect him to Dark Pulse again. I don't think he'd make a prediction. So I just go low punny, eat the Dark Pulse, and I just start my spam again. I fake out here, and then I return. He was not Scarf, luckily. I think I figured that out at some point. I don't remember. I just go into... kill that. Go into Mudsdale. He misses the high jump kick, which is huge for us. Won us the match at the end of the day. I played horribly. I got that win at the end. I fake out here, and I just quick attack the Scolipede in the end here for a nice 2-0 victory over Daniel here. Unfortunately, it was not enough differential. It meant that I needed chess to win 0-0 or for them to both take a double FF loss, but that didn't happen. The FF loss did not happen. What ended up happening was Chess won by 2-0. That being said, if you saw my Week 7 match, you would know I threw 2 differential away at the end, my Jarmantan and Klefki to Aaron. If I had not done that, I would be in playoffs right now. Only unfortunate part was that... what was I going to say? The only unfortunate part was that... Well, he said that the... let me just talk about this personally, or real quick. He was scarfing me in. If he didn't miss, he said he won, kind of thing. I don't believe that, just because I would have gone into low punny again, fake out. If he was low enough, I would have clicked quick attack. If not, I would have went Zapdos. I would have hit him lower. I would have gone back into low punny, and I would have just clicked fake out quick attack, and I would have won either way. It just would have been a differential point difference. So yeah, I needed Chess to win 0-0. That did not happen. So I finished 6-6 -7 here. I threw differential weight earlier in the season. If I had not done that, I would have been in playoffs right now, but it would not really have mattered because I would have had to face Ian, who 6-0'd me this season. So, was it a win-win? I don't know. So, at the end of the day, we're going to be finishing in 9th place overall, 6-6 -7. I'll take 9th, like, barely out of playoffs. I will definitely take that. Now that that is closed, let me turn this one back on so you guys can see all my stats here. So, this is PSS, not NCL. This is NCL here. So as you can see, all my stats and all that, 6-6 -7, we ended a win streak of 2. Break it down real quick. Low punny hitting 15 kills overall, coming in third. Yeah, there was a tie for first for most kills, but so technically in third for kills with 15. We picked up 9 kills in our last 2 games, which is insane for us. Plus 8 differential. We brought it to every game, obviously, because Mega Low Punny is great. Zapdos did not perform as well for me. Yikes. 3-1-4, 3 direct, 1 passive death or kill, 7 direct, 1 passive death kind of thing. -4 differential overall. Melodic, this was a great. I loved playing with Melodic here. 6 kills, 2 passive kills as well. 5 deaths or 7 deaths total kind of thing. It was great. It was a lot of fun to use. I really loved Melodic this season. Picked up a nice sweep at the beginning of the season too, so that was great. Darmanitan, 4 kills, 5 deaths. Unfortunately, did not really get to use it to the best of my ability because, yeah, it was not fun. It was fun, but it was just, I'm not a good user of Darmanitan apparently. Ian would hate me for this team's dynamic, especially for Zapdos Darmanitan. I think he appreciated the Melodic a bit more, just because I didn't go like 0-8 with it, kind of thing. Kyurem picked up some nice skills in there. Did not bring it to that many matches, so I mean, it did stuff. Mudsdale, nice and Rocksetter brought 11 games, so clearly I was hopefully doing something right with it. 4 kills overall, 9 deaths, but it set rocks a lot. It did its job in some spots. Kecleon only brought it to 1 match. Died because of my stupidity. I was probably going to die either way. Tangrowth came to 2 matches, got 1 death. If I didn't switch Tangrowth in there, it would have been another Xurkitree, like last season where I had Xurkitree. I brought it twice, didn't touch the field once. Klefki, 6 kills, 7 deaths. Nice and sweep against Aaron, which I could have had the 6-0 kind of thing, or 6 kills for Klefki, but I didn't. Definitely did its job. It was I would consider using Klefki again. Reuniclus, I suck at using Reuniclus apparently. 4 kills, 9 deaths. Yikes. I really am not that good at using Reuniclus. I would love to use it again. Maybe learn how to use it. Between the Psychic Tier 2s, my favorite's definitely Cresselia, as we'll go through my all-time kill leaders here in a second. Leopard is up next here. Didn't bring it to single game. So, as we'll scroll over... I can't scroll over, never mind. Let me just... do this then. Scroll over a bit. You can see my transactions here. Murkrow and Clefairy drop for Leopard and Kecleon. Nothing too big there. Overall MVP, we went with Megalob just because Megalob is God. Offensive MVP, obviously Megalob. Defensive, Melodic, and 7th man, the underrated Mon of the team, was Kyurem because it did put a big impact when it showed up. I didn't bring it that much, but it still showed up and did some stuff. Alright, so let's just quickly break down our matches here. Lost 3 out to Vanderbilt here, as you can see here. Won't break it down too much. We won our week 2, lost our week 3, won our week 4. So we were on that trend again. Lost our week 5, won our week 6. Then we broke it again, won our week 7. But then we went on a 3-game losing streak, and then we won our last 2. So 6-6, I can't be disappointed in that. Ending the season with minus 7 differential kind of sucks, but at the same time, being able to even out my win-loss and almost make playoffs is great for me. We'll go to our totals page here. As you can see, all my leagues that I have tracked data for are on here. Obviously, did not make playoffs, so we won't tally that. But 6-6 minus 7. As you guys may have known, I posted on Twitter Mount Silver and PSS I was in. Went 5-4 in Mount Silver, and then 5-7 in PSS. Bringing overall total wins 35, total losses 39, with a total of 74 played games. I think that's right. Is that right? That is right. Okay, and minus 56 differential total because of PTL. PTL ruined my differential. Let's be real here. As obviously, as you can see, I only had one season with positive differential. Hopefully, in the next couple leagues, I can start bringing that back. My win percentage is 47%, and I had a win-loss ratio of 0.9. Total kills 285. Total deaths 352. Hopping into all-time kill leaders, see what's changed up here. Megalop has claimed number 1. From one season here is now number 1, passing Cresselia. Everybody's like, thank God it passed Cresselia. I'm like, bruh, I love Cresselia. Some other things on this list. Melodic's in 11th place with 8 kills, 7 deaths. So not that bad, but it is up there. It's nice and up there. Another season, maybe I use it, might break into my top 5. Anything else that was really of note that's near the top? We have Klefki picking up 6 kills and up in 21st there. And then I really don't see much else that was on the team that is near the top at all. Some other things nearing the top were things like from other leagues. New ones is Scolpede, stuff like that are all on here. Now Scolpede, Jirachi are up there now. Galley went up a bit. Just things like that. Not really want to break it down much more here because we're going to have a little bit of break from leagues because Mount Silver, PSS, and NCL, I intend on coming back to all 3 of them, and they're all on break right now. So not really much to bring back that way. I probably will be doing some uploading for a league. I say league, but it's not really a league. As some of you know, Token Minorities, they do Summer Showdown. So we have our tab here for Summer Showdown, and I'll just leak my first pick, because why not? My first pick is Kieran Black. I've not completed drafting yet. We are 3 rounds in. Coming back to my pick very shortly. Hopefully I can pick up a better team, kind of thing. So I will see if I want to upload that. If not, check my Twitter. I usually post all my stuff on my Twitter and all that. That'll be in the description below. Thank you so much for watching this recap of the final 5 weeks of NCL and this recap of everything total. I will see you guys all in the next video. Goodbye.